Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This video is about Lattafa's Velvet Oud. Actually, I have talked about this fragrance before in my video called 5 cheap fragrances with great performance. Something like that, and I will put it in the description of this video so you can see that older video. We'll also talk about the Lattafa Velvet Oud if you want to see that video and what I say about this particular fragrance and the other cheap fragrances that are long lasting in that video. But back to it. Velvet Oud by Lattafa. I actually think that this beautiful fragrance deserved to be reviewed by me. As you can see at the notes, we got leather, oud, incense, citruses, amber, musk, and cinnamon. Of course, it's a leather fragrance. And there are oud listed, but it's not very oud dominated. You know, it's like leather, amber, and citruses. That's what you can smell through the whole fragrance. And this one here is a dupe of Tom Ford's ombre leather. It's just a lot cheaper. But it's a very, very beautiful Middle Eastern take on Tom Ford's ombre leather. When we are talking similarities to Tom Ford's ombre leather, I will say that this one is 85 to 90% similar. Of course, it's some other oils used in Tom Ford's ombre leather. But when that's said, I wouldn't say that oils in this one right here are bad oils and stuff like that. Actually, I think Lattafa makes some very great alternatives to the original fragrance, such as, you know, in this case, Tom Ford's ombre leather. And in another case, just to take an example, you know, the Lattafa Khamra, which is a dupe, they say, of Kilian's Angel Share. But again, Velvet Oud by Lattafa is just such a beautiful fragrance, guys. Let's test the atomizer. You can see very, very fine. And you get that blast of amber, citruses, and leather. Just so beautiful. And when to wear this particular fragrance? You can wear it as everyday use. You can wear it at special occasions. But I will say it's a fall and winter fragrance, so don't use too many sprays if you want to use it in the summertime, because it is, you know, listed as a fall and winter fragrance. It's up to people themselves and up to yourself, guys, when you want to wear it, but it is for fall and winter when we are talking the notes in this fragrance that we are talking. And now we come to it, guys, a very important thing for a lot of people out there when we are talking fragrances: projection and longevity. Actually, I get a very great projection and longevity. You know, when we are talking performance, it's very great. Great sillage, projection for about 2 to 3 hours. Full longevity on this beautiful fragrance right here is about 10 to 11 hours. At the 10th hour mark, it becomes a skin scent. But I think it's very, very great when we're talking performance at a fragrance that are that cheap as Velvet Oud. And another important thing is the price point. I gave $20 for Velvet Oud by Lattafa. And I think it's very, very cheap and budget friendly when we are talking a fragrance that perform like I told and just smell like I told. You know, it's a very, very beautiful, long lasting, budget friendly fragrance. So that's my take on Velvet Oud by Lattafa, guys. And as you know, as you saw earlier in the video, it's a unisex fragrance. Men and women can wear this fragrance, ladies and gentlemen, you know. So it's very cool. I think that was the most important things to tell about Velvet Oud by Lattafa. Actually, it doesn't have to take 30 minutes and stuff like that always to tell what you think about a fragrance. So that was my take or my review for Velvet Oud by Lattafa. But actually, guys, I got a lot of expensive fragrances, but I think it's very important when you have some cheap fragrances you can buy for very cheap but have a very great performance. I think it's more, sometimes I think in some cases it's more important to talk about these fragrances than the, what can I say, $500 fragrances and stuff like that. It's very important to have cheap and great fragrances. And not all people have a high budget to buy fragrances every month. So of course it's important to talk about the cheap goodies, you can say, so to speak. But that was my review for Velvet Oud by Lattafa, guys. I hope that you liked the video. And then I have to say, I hope you are doing great. Hope you are having a good time with your family, friends, and loved ones. I'm having a good time with my family. Until I see you again, guys, have a great time. See ya.